All right, so this is day 24 for the turkeys and day 18 for the chicks. Or maybe it's day 25 for the turkeys, that's right. And day 18 for the chicks. This is a turkey egg and I have in my hand. And you can see very clearly this white part on top. That's the air cell. And I've been marking the air cells, and as long as the air cell is growing, you know you have a viable embryo. Sometimes you can see inside these eggs and see the veining. Sometimes the egg is too dark, but we can definitely see veining there. So we know we have a viable embryo. So what we're doing tonight is I'm just checking them all. I've only found one that is not viable. Now the best way, this one is a little questionable, but I'm certainly going to leave it in because I don't know. The best way to get these air cells marked is to put the egg on its side, and you're looking for the air cell at the rounded end of the egg, the fat end. This little embryo is questionable, but I just don't know enough about it to throw that one out. I know if there's a red line all the way around that that's a bloodline and that the embryo has died, but otherwise, as long as it is a fertilized egg, it will have this air cell at the top, and it'll have a dark space, dark place on the inside the egg, and it will have veining. And all of these have that. I'm just not sure. Okay. And I'm certainly not going to throw one out that I'm not sure about, because that's a possible baby turkey poult or a possible chick that I could throw out because of my ignorance, and then that would be terrible. So tonight we're going to do what they call locking down the incubator. To lock down the incubator, oh, this is a good one. To lock down the incubator, you increase the humidity to around 75 or 80%. Now, I've had a hard time with my last hatch getting the humidity up that high, but I've since read that you can soak paper towels in water, or you can even put a little dish of water in with your eggs, and it will raise the humidity. I'm working very quickly. You're not supposed to keep your eggs out of the incubator for more than 30 minutes, and I am working on about 12 minutes right now, so I am trying to move very quickly, working against the clock. Once I get all these eggs back in, I'll have to take the egg turner out, which means they'll have to be moved quickly again, and then I'm going to fill the bottom with water and put a little dish of water in here also, and then I'm going to lock it down and make sure that I don't open it again, because the extra humidity will moisten the membrane inside the egg, and that membrane will become soft enough for the turkey poult or the baby chick to break through with their little egg tooth. Now they're going to break through inside. Let's see. All right, that is a green shell. You can hardly ever see inside green shells, so I'm not going to discard it. It doesn't have a mark on it at all. So obviously I haven't been able to see through it the whole time, but I'm not going to discard it because I've read that because of the pigment of the green shell, it goes all the way through the egg. It's not even white on the inside. You cannot see through it. It's very difficult to see through it with a light. So I'm not going to discard any of my green eggs, especially since I love the dark green. Oh, look at the veining in that one. I love the dark green eggs. Now, when the chicks start to pip, if you have these air cells marked, You can tell whether or not your chick is going to be able to hatch, whether or not you might need to help it if it gets into trouble. If it's pipping below the air cell, then that's a good thing, because the air cell is going to allow it gets in position with its little feet up next to the air cell and its little beak right next to its little feet, and the air cell is going to allow that chick to make it zipper crack all the way around and pop the top. If you want to see that happen, look up my video that says the baby chick hatched in my hand. It's just 2 or 3 videos behind this one. You'll see the zipper crack and you'll see the chick push with her feet and pop the top off the egg where there was an air cell, and that is really, it was really amazing. Okay, this one seems to have a bloodline all the way around. See the red bloodline? So that is no longer a viable embryo, and we will set that to the side. You really want to get these out of here because they can rupture, they can burst, and they can contaminate your entire incubator, and we certainly don't want that to happen. This one's a little iffy. It's got some kind of black line there, but it's okay. We're going to keep it in there anyway. I'm not sure about it. Alright, we've laid all the eggs on their side. We took the turner out. I filled all of the channels in the bottom with water, and I also put a small dish of water in there because you really need to raise the humidity so that the membrane inside the shell can be moistened and the babies can kick out of there. Now what I'm going to do next is, I've unplugged this several times to do the eggs, and it's messed up the days. I know that I have 3 days left. First of all, I'm going to have to change the temperature from 100 to 99. As you raise the humidity, you lower the temperature just a little bit. And then I'm going to change the days because I know they're supposed to hatch on Thursday. So that would be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We need to put it down to day, I'm going to put it down to day 4 just so I have an extra day in there. And then the humidity will rise on its own. I also know that you're supposed to take these ventilation covers off, both of them, because the chicks need ventilation while they're hatching. All right, so I'll see everybody in about 4 days. Like, share, subscribe.